When I saw the smile on her face as she signed the divorce papers, I felt nothing. No anger, no heartbreak, just a calm stillness, like the quiet before a storm. Melissa and I had been married for 7 years. We weren't perfect, but most people would call our marriage stable. Vacations twice a year, cheerful family dinners, public displays of affection that seemed real enough. What no one noticed was the distance growing between us. The cold silences at night. The way she guarded her phone like it held the secrets of the world. I'd known for months about her affair, but I didn't confront her. Not yet. Because while Melissa was sneaking around with her personal trainer, I was quietly preparing something far bigger. Melissa had always thought I was boring, a safe and predictable man with a modest IT job, a regular house, and unremarkable routines. She used to smile and call me reliable. But I could see the boredom in her eyes. She wanted more excitement, more wealth, more flash. What she didn't know, what no one knew, was that reliable was just my cover. By day, I worked my normal job. By night, I ran a tech startup that had quietly boomed during the pandemic. I never bragged. I reinvested everything, built the company under a holding firm, kept finances off the radar. My net worth? Just shy of $12 million when she smugly handed me the divorce papers. "I think we both know this is for the best," she said, sipping her green smoothie like we were picking a Netflix show. "I agree," I said. She blinked. She expected tears, begging, an argument, but I just nodded and let her believe she had won. Over the next weeks, she flaunted her new freedom, bragging about getting the house, spousal support, and leaving the boring life behind. She paraded her boyfriend online, the same one I'd watched pick hay up 3 blocks from our house to avoid my cameras. The day of the hearing was when it all fell apart for her. She walked in glowing, perfectly styled, tight dress, every inch of her attitude screaming confidence. She even winked at me, expecting me to shrink, but I stayed calm, sitting beside my lawyer. Then came the moment she'd been waiting for. The judge asked about finances. She straightened, ready to pounce. I handed over a folder. "Your Honor," her attorney began, "my client believes Mr. Preston is hiding assets. He claims a modest salary, yet seems to afford high living standards." The judge peered over his glasses. According to the documents submitted, Mr. Preston operates Preston Innovations LLC, which owns multiple intellectual properties, licensing deals, and equity portfolios. Melissa froze. His net worth, as of this month, is approximately $11.8 million. The judge continued. Silence. His smug grin vanished. Eyes wide, jaw slack. Her shock was almost palpable. The woman who mocked my job now saw me through an entirely new lens. Success, wealth, and a lost opportunity. I didn't know," she stammered. "We were married. Shouldn't I?" My lawyer cleared his throat. "Your Honor, the assets were acquired before the marriage, kept separate, and per the prenuptial agreement signed in 2016, remain Mr. Preston's property." The judge nodded. "No legal basis exists to award Mrs. Preston any part of these business assets. Standard division of marital property will proceed, including the house purchased by Mr. Preston before marriage." Melissa's eyes pleaded, but I remained composed. "Yes," I said, calm. "I was patient. I was faithful. I quietly built a life you didn't care to notice." The hearing ended. She got nothing. No house. No alimony. Just her car and half the checking account, barely enough for a couple months of rent. I walked out without looking back. That night, I poured whiskey on the balcony and finally allowed myself a smile. Melissa thought she'd laugh all the way to the bank. Instead, she walked straight into the consequences of her arrogance. Now, she watches my company in the news, hears me on podcasts, sees the woman in my life who values steady, sharp, successful men. Sometimes, the sweetest revenge isn't rage. It's silence. It's success. And it's watching the person who underestimated you realize far too late what they lost.